Hi, I'm Anna. I am a native English speaker studying Russian. I'm going to read part of Chekhov's Ariadne in English. On the deck of a steamer sailing from Odessa to Sevastopol, a rather good-looking gentleman with a little round beard came up to me to smoke and said, "Notice those Germans sitting near the shelter? Whenever Germans or Englishmen get together, they talk about the crops, the price of wood, or their personal affairs. But for some reason or other, when we Russians get together, we never discuss anything but women and abstract subjects, but especially women." The gentleman's face was familiar to me already. We had returned from abroad the evening before in the same train, and at Volotchik, when the luggage was being examined by the customs, I saw him standing with a lady, his traveling companion, before a perfect mountain of trunks and baskets filled with ladies' clothes, and I noticed how embarrassed and downcast he was when he had to pay duty on some piece of silk frippery, and his companion protested and threatened to make a complaint. Afterwards, on the way to Odessa, I saw him carrying little pies and oranges, to the ladies' compartment. It was rather damp, the vessel swayed a little, and the ladies had retired to their cabins. The gentleman with the little round beard sat down beside me and continued, "Yes, when Russians come together, they discuss nothing but abstract subjects and women. We are so intellectual, so solemn, that we utter nothing but truths, and can only discuss questions of a lofty order. The Russian actor does not know how to be funny. He acts with profundity, even in a farce. We're just the same. When we have got to talk of trifles, we treat them only from an exalted point of view. It comes from a lack of boldness, sincerity, and simplicity. We talk so often about women, I fancy, because we are dissatisfied. We take too ideal a view of women, make demands out of all proportion with what reality can give us. We get something utterly different from what we want, and the result is dissatisfaction, shattered hopes, and inward suffering. And if anyone is suffering, he's bound to talk of it. It does not bore you to go on with this conversation?" "No, not in the least." "In that case, allow me to introduce myself," said my companion, rising from his seat a little. "Ivan Ilyich Samokhin, a Moscow landowner of a sort. You I know very well." He sat down and went on, looking at me with a genuine and friendly expression. "A mediocre philosopher, like Max Nordau, would explain these incessant conversations about women as a form of erotic madness, or would put it down to our having been slave owners and so on. But I take a different view of it. I repeat, we are dissatisfied because we are idealists. We want the creatures who bear us and our children to be superior to us, to everything in the world. When we are young, we adore and poeticize those with whom we are in love. Love and happiness with us are synonyms. Among us in Russia, marriage without love is despised, sensuality is ridiculed, and inspires repulsion, and the greatest success is enjoyed by those tales and novels in which the women are beautiful, poetical, and exalted. And if the Russian has been for years in ecstasies over Raphael's Madonna, or is eager for the emancipation of women, I assure you there is no affectation about it. But the trouble is that when we have been married, or been intimate with a woman for some 2 or 3 years, we begin to feel deceived and disillusioned. We pair off with others, and again, disappointment, again, repulsion, and in the long run, we become convinced that women are lying, trivial, fussy, unfair, undeveloped, cruel, in fact, far from being superior, are immeasurably inferior to us, men. And in our dissatisfaction and disappointment, there is nothing left for us but to grumble and talk about what we've been so cruelly deceived in. Thanks for watching.